Happy pre-Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. How is everybody? Hopefully notifications are going out. Not going to be a lot of people in here tonight. It's the holiday. But we're going to go for a ride along. Here we go. I hate bullies. What's going on? How are ya? We'll give folks a few minutes to get in here, but the story is, it's Thanksgiving, and we're going into some pretty severe weather, temperature-wise, over the next couple of days, which are dangerous temperatures. Frank Pants, what's going on? So I am posting a link right now, and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to pin this message, okay? This message is going to stay at the top. You'll see it. So this is a vertical stream, so we're going to have probably a lot of trolling going on in here tonight. So hopefully we'll have some mods showing up. Jeannie, how are you? So, make sure we got a mod. I promise I won't torture you too long, mods. I promise. How are you? I'm not that beautiful, but thank you. Irish and snarky. Yay. Gotcha. Thank you, my friends, for being in here. So yeah, it's a vertical stream. The house rules, if you come in here, hijack the chat, you may or may not get a warning, depending on who you are. There's no disparaging comments tolerated about homelessness and the work that I do or that's being done. That's a zero tolerance policy, so you'll probably just be banned. Bohika, how are ya? Ancap, how you doing? So we're going to let some more people get in here. So I've posted a link. Listen, y'all, this is crucial. This is very, very, very crucial stuff. For this winter season, I am going to be focused on supporting Movement 5280. Okay? And you can Google them. You can check them out all you want. You can have your own opinions. You can do whatever you want. I'm telling you that this organization is more than well worth supporting. Okay? Sassy, what's going on? I need you to donate to Movement 5280. I don't care if it's $5. Please do it. Do not donate to me. I'm stocked on hand warmers. I am not committed to motel shelter this year. What I am committed to is supporting the good work at Movement 5280. And the cat is going to be out of the bag tonight about what's going on in Englewood. Movement 5280 is a self-sustaining nonprofit over here in Englewood that the neighbors absolutely hate. They call the cops constantly. They write city council and talk about all kinds of things that aren't even close to true. And so naturally, Movement 5280 doesn't have the bandwidth or the time, naturally, yeah, naturally, to address people that simply want to destroy them. So I'm going to start doing that. That's going to be my job. Because if they don't have some defense out here, or some people willing to stand up for the good work that they do, they're not going to be able to stay focused on their work. So, of course, it takes money to run this type of shelter. And this is the first year that Movement 5280 is doing severe weather shelter activation. And so they need support. And they're going to have some hiccups. They're going to go through some growing pains of how to do things different each and every time. It's just the nature of the business and the beast of dealing with folks that are either going to come inside and get a meal and be somewhere warm with some level of good fellowship and understanding, or they're going to be out on the streets and get frostbite and or at the very worst die. Okay, bottom line. So no Venmo. I want you to go to that link. And no, we're not taking any donations for weed or liquor. We're taking monetary donations only at that link that's pinned in the comment. If you cannot donate that way and you want to support Movement 5280, if you Venmo me or Cash App me tonight, it is going directly to 5280. So yes, that's still an option. So the Venmo for my nonprofit is HHFDC. That's Helping Hands for Dignity Coalition. And you'll see my Colorado hand insignia on Venmo. And my Cash App is Dignity Hands. $ Dignity Hands. So if for whatever reason you can't or don't want to, or it's too difficult, because I guess I haven't even really explored their donation link. But I want donations and proceeds to go to 5280 tonight, Movement 5280 tonight. So yeah, Irish, thank you for posting that link tree. You guys, I need to update that. However, the Venmo and the Cash App are in that link tree. So yes, mods, could you please continue to post that? If people are asking for alternative ways to donate to Movement 5280 tonight. So what Movement 5280 will be doing is having to pay staff. They're feeding everyone, and it costs a lot of money to run a building. So, and all the other things associated with that. I'm not asking you to donate to any Movement 5280 programming outside of this severe weather shelter activation. So if you have hesitation or you find reasons that you don't want to donate to them, please know that this money is specifically for this campaign, severe weather activation. It costs a lot of money to run a brick and mortar in a city that already has disdain for you. So, something very weird is buzzing, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my phone. Movement 5280. So my Venmo, if you want to Venmo me tonight, any donations collected tonight are going straight to Movement 5280. But my Venmo is HHFDC, Helping Hands for Dignity Coalition. So they have a shuttle. Oh, here's another expense. 5280 is out shuttling people to this location. So I'm in communication with their shuttle driver, and I'm going to go talk to certain individuals that I think may or may not know that shelter is here. But once they get to capacity, we're going to have to go to Plan B, which is sending people to Denver's shelter system. Yes, and it is going to happen. This city, Englewood, has no plan. They announce nothing. They give no shits about people dying on their streets. Bottom line, okay? I cannot get into my disdain for what is going on in Englewood right now, or I'm going to get completely off topic. I'm going to try to stick to the topic at hand about what is going on to try to destroy Movement 5280. So, all the neighbors got together when Movement 5280 got some ARPA money and bought this facility in Englewood. It was a church that was going into some type of foreclosure or whatever the deal was. Don't quote me on all of that. But they bought this property fair and square with that money that was doled out by the government to say, we need to do good things for people. Well, how many people were doing bad things with ARPA money? Well, this place isn't one of them. So they're using that funding exactly what it was designated for. However, all these people in Englewood now think that they have a government vested interest in shutting down Movement 5280 because they took government money. Well, now that they've figured out that that's not going to work, now they're going after them for code violations, for unwanted people in their neighborhood, for cars parked on the street, for ugly vehicles on the private property of Movement 5280, or if they're on the streets, they will call the cops relentlessly until the cops come out here. And we know what Englewood cops like to do. Their go-to is use of force. So, hey, all you neighbors here around Movement 5280, I'm going to be watching all y'all's, because that's what I get to do, whether I sit on private property or on the street. So, for all of you that continue to write to City Council with no facts and no video and paragraph after paragraph of your feelings, you're going to start getting called out for that. Yeah, because what you are effectively doing is trying to shut down an organization that's trying to save lives. I'm not going to sit quiet about that anymore. So I did a records request this past week, and I got some emails that are public record, which have a lot of names and addresses in them, folks. If you're going to write your public officials or go to a public meeting or use a police station to institute your agenda on use of force, you probably better work harder to establish a private relationship offline. Okay? Because your lies are now catching up to you. And I'm not going to sit back and let people attack this nonprofit that's dedicated to saving lives this year. So I'm going to leave it at that. And if you happen to come across this stream, neighbors, I'm talking to you. Next, we're going to talk about another nonprofit. And it's called Hat Force. HAATFORCE. Hat Force. And if you Google them, you'll find them on the interwebs. I'm just kind of watching the activity in the neighborhood. You'll find them on the interwebs. Let me tell you a little story about this nonprofit that took a bunch of government funding. This nonprofit that's ran by an ex-Englewood cop and his daughter just landed themselves over $100,000 from taxpayers of Arapahoe County. And it was the agreement that they would be sheltering people in severe weather. Guess what they're not doing? sheltering people in severe weather. Guess what else they're doing? They're trying to discredit Movement 5280. And if you go to their website today, you will see give me one second. I got to figure out what's going on with this chat. This is an interesting thing here. I hate bullies. I like that. Tracy, thank you very much. I got a very nice check in the mail today from someone in California. Thank you very much. That was very generous of you, and I think that I'm going to use some of that to donate to Movement 5280 tonight. That QR code. I hate bullies. Does Movement 5280 have a QR code on their website? Are you able to check that out for me? Anon Mouse, thank you very much. Sassy, thank you very, very much. So at any rate, back to Hat Force. So this organization has secured not only more than $100,000 from the county, they also secured a sympathy check from Englewood. Englewood hasn't given this frickin' place a dime. Not a dime. Movement 5280. Hat Force whined to Sean Lewis and City Council over here in Englewood, and they cut him a check, just $5,000, just to get stuff started. They were going on and on in their Tri-City homeless scam meeting about not having any hotel partners. You cannot tell people that you're going to shelter them in August or September and not have already secured a relationship with a motel for the winter. And in good conscience, take over $100,000 from Arapahoe County. And that is what Hat Force did. And Hat Force had been using Movement 5280's location to give out their sheltering vouchers last year and a couple years before that. And now this year, they don't want anything to do with Movement 5280. They went and got their own place. They didn't get their own place. They went and partnered with somebody else. Hat Force, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Hat Force, you're on a mission to go secure your own location and funding from every piece of government that you can, while Movement 5280 is doing all the heavy lifting. Am I right? And you're sheltering no one? And we're supposed to get down into the teens tonight and tomorrow. People are going to die out here or have severe frostbite, and you've got over $100,000 right off the top, not the other money you've collected, right off the top, to go shelter people. And on your website today, it says that Movement 5280 is closed. Why is that, Hat Force? Let's give Hat Force a call on their hotline number, and let's hear what they have to offer people today.
Hello. Thank you for calling the Hat Force Severe Weather Shelter Hotline. Wednesday, November 27th and Thursday, November 28th are not considered severe weather nights, and Hat Force will not be issuing any motel vouchers. However, please feel free to call back at 2 p.m. today on this hotline number to reserve a spot at an alternative shelter. Thank you.
An alternative shelter. Really? What alternative shelter would that be, Hat Force? Movement 5280? Because Movement 5280 was unaware that you're advertising on your homepage today that Movement 5280 is closed. And they're only offering a Thanksgiving meal on Sunday, when they opened today for day shelter. Isn't this amazing how these things work, especially when you've got government involved? Well, they're not going to get away with it. And we're going to do everything we can to continue to support Movement 5280. So please donate to Movement 5280. That link is pinned in the comments. If you cannot use their site, yep, got another load of people. I'm here, by the way, at Movement 5280. So for all my stalkers and haters, and I'm right here in the parking lot watching the whole thing go down. If you cannot use Movement 5280's donation links for whatever reason, and you want to donate to my nonprofit tonight using Venmo and Cash App, you can do that. Everything collected today is going to Movement 5280. If you don't trust me on that, give Movement 5280 a ring this coming week and say, hey, did Regan give you my money? Thank you, Sassy. Venmo, HHFDC, Helping Hands for Dignity Coalition. Thank you, Danny's Thoughts. Good to see you. I don't know why this chat is not running on this phone. So we're going to go make a drive now. I'm plenty stocked with hand warmers and gloves and all that kind of stuff, and emergency necessities with blankets and clothing and all of that. It's only 29, 30-ish degrees right now. But it's going to drop drastically tonight and tomorrow night. And it's 7:30 our time here in the Denver metro area. And tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And the city of Englewood has made no announcements, no nothing. I don't even know what they're telling people. If there's even any cops out here. There's going to be people in vehicles and campers that are not, they're not going to be able to sustain these temperatures. And especially now that the cops are running everybody off and telling people they have no right to survive. All right, so we're going to make a run now that she's back. And it'll be a little dark here. Oh, I guess I need gas. I should have looked at that a little bit earlier. Let's see what the cops are doing. Let's see how many cops are helping people tonight, shall we? Here in Englewood? And the wind is picking up slightly. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I had a nagging earache for like 2 months now. But it feels pretty good right now. Sorry about that. It's 2 lanes. You can go around me. So I had this funny conversation with that stupid cop. The one that was flipping me off. Eric Murphy. For those of you that follow my channel, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't, you should go watch some of my videos and subscribe and hit the thumbs up. I tried to go to Zeph's hearing where they banned Zeph from the police department. Yeah, they banned a guy from going to the police department on their standards of behavior. True story. Because he used the phone in the lobby too many times. He was calling, asking to talk to the chief of police, and instead of sending someone out to talk to him, they just continued to let him use the phone in the lobby that connects to dispatch. Well, he doesn't know it connects to dispatch. So what'd they do? They just let him keep calling the phone until they could tally up enough calls that apparently constituted telephone harassment. Why in the hell is gas so much over here that's never that high? What's going on? Gas is never 307 over there. This hasn't been over $3 for... What? What is going on? I just paid like $2.59 for it. Did gas just go up because of the holiday? What'd I miss? So, at any rate, I tried to go to Zeph's hearing. Remember, I'm banned from the city council chambers. Although I'm supposed to get a police escort, which I didn't. But I called for a police escort, and I thought I had a police escort when I got there. But it turns out it was that idiot, Murphy. And he was there to testify, and he was sitting outside the council chambers. So I started talking to him and having a conversation with him. And that dumb son of a bitch had the audacity to tell me Well, it's 3:09 over here. What? What in the hell is going on? Gas is never this much over here. He had the audacity to tell me that he hoped I would call Englewood. He hoped that I would have enough trust in him if I needed help. I looked at him and I shook my head. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Well, I mean, who are you going to call if you're in a bad situation? I said, "I would call a crackhead before I would ever consider calling you. Ever. I would find me somebody else on the street to help me. And if they end up calling you, I would hope by the time you got there that my husband would be there. I don't need you in charge of my safety. If I get in a car wreck or I got to use self-defense and I need you to come clean up those messes, I'll give you a jingle." Englewood Police Department is fucking worthless. You are tyrants, scumbags, and you suck donkey dong. Happy Thanksgiving. Why is gas so much over here? I mean, this is like 50 some cents more. Wait a minute. I'm getting some information on some. We got a QR code. This is beautiful. I need a link for this. It's somewhere on their website, you guys. This is my phone making all this buzzing noise. I don't understand what's going on. Is my phone about to blow up? I don't know. We'll be working on this QR code thing. We're not, this isn't going to be the last time we do this. Trust me. We're going to be doing this multiple times and in multiple settings. And my goal here very soon is to sit down with the directors of Movement 5280, and we're either going to do like a panel, a StreamYards thing, or we're gonna talk maybe in a live stream. I don't know yet. We're working on that. I was supposed to already have this done, and I apologize, my dear friends, but a lot of things have gone down in the last couple of weeks that have required my immediate attention. Josh being one of those that just went to jail because of a lying Englewood scumbag cop by the name of Eric Murphy. I'm sorry. By the name of Austin Morrison. That there's so many of, I can't keep track of these little scumbags. They are dangerous cops. They're dangerous. I'm just telling you straight up. If you think they're there to help you, if you think they're there to serve the homeless, if you think this new chief of police coming in here is going to turn things around, you are sadly mistaken. This place is dead in the water. There is no hope for it. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Prove me wrong. I would love to be proved wrong, but I'm not going to be. So, Englewood is getting away with a lot of things. They have been for a long time. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I've spent all my time in Englewood now. And that's why I want to make sure people are okay. And that people have somebody and that they have a voice. Especially those folks that call Englewood home. You have no idea how many people that this city has forced into homelessness. And Zeph is another one in the making. So for those of you that are following my channel and that story, yeah, this is how it happens. And when you're already facing housing instability and you're already struggling just to get by week to week, not even month to month, okay? And this stupid city comes along and decides that, oh yeah, criminalization is the answer for you. We'll finish you off real quick. Watch us work. That's what they do here. They've also done it to people that have had successful businesses here. If they don't like you, they are going to get rid of you. Unfortunately, they still haven't gotten rid of me. Oh, is it fortunately or unfortunately? What is it, Englewood? Because I'm still here. Danny, I don't know what that even means. Danny's thoughts. Thank you. I think that has something to do with gas. What is this? I don't have time for that. I got to get gas. But thank you. I appreciate that. For those of you that are just popping in, or as a reminder, please donate to Movement 5280 tonight. Thank you, Lucky225. I appreciate that very much. 5280, we got some other donations coming in through my nonprofit. Those will be shared with you. AB, thank you. I very much appreciate that. This winter is going to be a huge test. Yes, it is. And sadly, I think it is going to cost lives. Yeah. I don't want that anymore. I can't, I'm not on board for that anymore. I can't do any more of that. It's too much. Tanya, you're paying $2.69 in Connecticut? Why in the hell is gas so much over here? I just got gas 2 days ago, somewhere else, not here. I didn't even pay $3 for 91. What? Please remember all the good you did for Robert. Are you talking Robert? Oh, $4.49. Sassy. What? You paid $4.49 a gallon? In Connecticut? Wait, what? Snarky, $2.47 in South Dakota. Oh, $4.49 in California, Sassy. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's California. And so are we. So, I don't know. I'm just going to get gas because I don't have time for this shit. So, if y'all need a quick break while I do this, you do that. But in the meantime, while we're on break, please donate to Movement 5280. I don't care if it's $1, $2. I mean, just please. Every single dollar helps. When you are feeding groups of people and you need staff and you need heat and all those things that make it happen, it costs a lot of money. Please donate to Movement 5280 that's pinned in the link. While I get gas. Thank you very much. Don't go far. Let's go over to the police station next. You want to? Does anybody want to do that? And ask them what they're doing for severe weather? Could somebody just call over there for me? One person. Call over to the Englewood Police Department non-emergency number and see what they tell you. And if they don't already know that Movement 5280 is severe weather shelter for the city of Englewood, we need to let them know. Non-emergency, 303-761-7410. You all talk amongst yourselves and decide which one person is going to call over there. I would be really grateful. Thank you very much. Okay. What do we find out? I got a little bit of gas, not a lot of gas. I'll get a lot of gas later, somewhere else. Hey, Keeper, how are you? Tish, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Me and Slabby and the fam. We're gonna have a nice Thanksgiving tomorrow. I get to see a lot of babies. A lot of grandbabies. That will be really, really awesome. Snarky, the non-emergency number. Did you guys decide who was going to call? Nobody decided. Oh my gosh, you guys don't organize very well. Thanks for your help. Are your cops going to kill people tonight? Or tell them to go to Are you going to help people get to shelter tonight, Englewood? Or just beat the shit out of them? Okay. Oh, thank you, Irish. Okay, skip calling. Nobody call. Let's just go over there. We're right here. What is all that buzzing? Let's see how shitty they're going to be or what the response is going to be. Sorry for all the wobbly in the vertical stream. Oh, it's frosty. Always record your interactions with the police. And if anybody needs to come, at least save themselves from frostbite, come here. And then you can sit in here, right? This is public space paid for with public taxpayer dollars.
Englewood Police.
Hi, can you tell me what the severe weather shelter plan is for people that need shelter tonight?
Yes, we have 5280 that's doing overnight sheltering for them.
And do you know how they're getting there?
No, because it just varies. If they have their own transportation there, or if they need a ride from us, it just varies. There's no one ride there.
Okay, so some of the police will give them a ride to 5280?
As a courtesy ride, I believe they should if we have the availability. It all just depends. It depends on the situation.
Okay. Did you guys know that they're also picking people up?
What do you mean?
5280 is picking people up. They're running a shuttle. Has anybody been made aware of that?
I believe we did have an email go out. I can double check it though. We've been really busy today with calls, so I do believe they sent out an email with that information.
Okay, so there's somebody, a point of contact, so the shuttle can come get them if necessary? Do you know that, or?
Let me double check for you.
Thank you. So we're waiting to see if they know that there's a way for these folks to, at least for a little while, I think until 9 o'clock. So I'd like to know what has been conveyed to the police department, because the city don't give a shit. Police department probably isn't going to do anything they don't have to do. We're always way busy. I don't know what they're busy with because I haven't seen anything going on out there. They must be in people's houses. Sipping hot chocolate. Getting some turkey, being called heroes. Can you come in, be my hero? Come in my home. AB, I just took Robert yesterday and went and got him his glasses. I don't know if I told this story already, but I took Robert to America's Best, and boy, did he need glasses bad. He has got a new lease on life now. So we're still on hold. We're waiting to hear if they know anything about 5280 being able to shuttle people. But I doubt they do. Yeah, so anyway, I took Robert yesterday. His glasses had come in. We went a couple weeks ago. We had another outing. What did we do that day? Boy, we did a lot of stuff. We went to Walmart. He got a radio, which, by the way, he just took it out of the box and never used it. He got a set of headphones that he never took out of the box and used. He bought the simplest stuff, right? You could just plug those headphones into a AM, FM radio, little jukebox type thing. Boombox, not jukebox. Boombox with a CD player, right? And he never used it. So yesterday, when I went and got him to get his glasses, I said, Robert, okay, when we get back, let's look at that radio. I think maybe these glasses are going to help you be able to use that radio. I just don't think maybe you can see the buttons. And, Robert, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fucking thing. So we're in America's Best.
My partner's on a 911 line. Were you looking for information on movement 5280?
So what I was just wanting to confirm is whether or not you guys had information that 5280 was shuttling people. I think she was.
No, I don't have any information about that. I have very limited information, though, just that they're open tonight on the client hotline number that they can call.
Okay. All right. Well, you're busy. I'm going to let you go. It's just a communication thing. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. They're going to, of course, they're going to act like they're super busy, right? I'm sure they're flooded with 911 calls, because they'll be looking for a way to say that Regan is interfering with government operations. So, yeah. Here's how I interfere with government operations. Oh, yeah. Here, scan the QR code. No, don't scan that QR code. Sorry, I'm a little bit better. I'm trying to behave tonight. I got a lot of things I want to say, but it's not what this stream is about, so we're just gonna skip that. So once again, yeah, they don't know shit. The city doesn't communicate, blah, blah, blah. 5280 is not gonna be able to run around and pick people up all night. But, since these cops are so busy saving lives, I mean, wouldn't it have made sense to know whether or not, they were doing courtesy rides or whatever at 2 o'clock in the morning as a robber is laying on the bench in active frostbite mode? What, you only got 2 cops on tonight? And one of them happens to be Austin Morrison? Yeah, so, yeah, hey, get the word out. Tell Austin not to beat the hell and out of any homeless folks tonight. Could you do that? Could you do that, peacekeepers? That frickin' scumbag. You wait. We're gonna be talking about Josh's case. So it's coming, and it ain't good. And that cop got on the stand and did what cops do. Just frickin' lied through his teeth. Shocker! So Josh is doing all right. We're finally a week into his jail sentence, and I've been fighting with Arapahoe County about their treatment of him. I think we might have resolved some things now, a week into it. Oh, look, here comes a fire truck. They're busy. That's because they send cops to medical calls when they need to send medical personnel to medical calls. So, yeah, at any rate, Josh is okay. I talked to him today. I saw him for the first time on video last night. Yeah, he got the shaft. And it's a little surreal how it all went down. But could have been worse. Could have been much worse. It could always be worse. So we're just trying to regather. Josh has another trial next week for some outstanding traffic stuff. Yeah. No victims. Let me make it clear. The guy's victimized no one, ever. No victims. So he's got another trial in Arapahoe County. And I don't know if I have the wherewithal to go sit in another courtroom to watch that slaughterfest. But we'll see what next week brings. But Josh just has this fallacy that there's justice in the system. And what was most mortifying about watching the whole process was that he really thought a jury would see through it. And it was most painful to watch him be in shock when this jury, I mean, their colors were on display before the trial even started. And that judge, holy hell, I don't know. We're in trouble. I mean, I've known that. It's nothing that I don't know. It's just sometimes really shocking to see it all go down right in front of your face, and then be the only person there as they haul Josh off in handcuffs. And then to walk outside the courtroom, be the only person out there sitting down on a bench, and his asshole public defender walks by me and doesn't say a word. Not a word. After he made me go up to the podium and talk on why Josh shouldn't be sentenced to jail. He never told me he was going to do that to me. I have actually never had anything like that happen. So I'm still a little shell-shocked that I would meet with a public defender's investigator and talk about, what I know to be able to help Josh, and her act like she, had concern or whatever it was, show she was putting on, I don't know. And then not even forewarn me that they're going to potentially ask me to say some words about Josh if he's convicted on the spot and the judge wants to move to sentencing. This was one of the main questions that I kept trying to help Josh get answered. If you are convicted, what is the likelihood of a stay on your sentencing? And the more this trial went on, and the more I watched the judge, the worse I felt about all of it. And I kept asking. And there really weren't any answers. And then boom, it all hits. Jury finds him guilty. Judge says, yep, I'm going to throw the book at you. And we're going to do it now. And so is there anything you want to say before I sentence your client? Because I've got my head up a cop's ass to my waist. If you watch that trial, I don't know. I put the link out there. But I found it really fascinating that the live stream went on until the verdict and the sentencing. I'm not taking this phone call right now. Yeah, Irish watched the trial, and we have a law in Colorado to live stream court proceedings, and of course it's at the judge's discretion. And that whole trial was streamed, except for all the evidence part. So they're streaming the judge and the were they streaming both tables, the prosecution and the defense? Or just the gallery? I don't know. But when they were presenting evidence, you didn't get to see it if you watched the stream. So why not just forget to turn the stream back on when the verdict's going to be read and the judge is going to act like a flaming asshole? I mean, I'm sure it was totally accidental that they didn't turn the live stream back on for the end of the trial. I'm sure for the verdict. Totally accidental. And so I'm sitting there and the verdict was not a shock to me. It wasn't. These people, this jury, oh my gosh, you guys, if you could have seen what went on. If you ever want to understand the just us system, just go watch jury selection. Walk into your local courthouse and go watch jury selection. And then you'll be done. You'll walk out because you'll already know what the verdict's going to be based on the jury. It's feast or famine. It is a trip to Vegas. That's all it is. And so I knew that judge was going to hit him hard. I knew it. And so I was already choked up. I was already sick to my stomach. And just continuing to have to listen to that judge lecture Josh about how, well, you still think the rules, that the laws don't apply to you. So therefore, yeah, I'm going to sentence you to jail. This is the same judge, this stupid judge, Darren Volley, Arapahoe County 206. During jury instructions, Josh's public defender did some things right, but Josh's public defender gave up after motions hearings because all his motions went in the trash by the judge. They did not have probable cause for what they did. They didn't. Englewood had no probable cause for the contact they made with Josh, bottom line. And that judge that ruled on that motion, she wouldn't rule on it for like weeks and rules on it like 3 days before trial. And then all of a sudden she's not available for trial. So they stick him with this asshole. Yeah. His public defender knew what was going to happen. And that's what I'm pissed off at him about, because he should have warned me. He should have warned Josh very directly, and he didn't. This is a judge who, during jury instructions, looked at the public defender and said, jury instructions on natural rights? Yeah, the court's never done that, and we're not going to start now. And took the piece of paper and chucked it in the trash. That's when I knew. That is when I knew. I mean, I knew some things before that, but that firmed it all up. Because there was a self-defense that they were using. And why they were using that, I understand why. It's because the jury is stupid. That's why. But there was no self-defense involved, because Josh never touched this pussy-ass coward cop by the name of Austin Morrison. And that bitch face got up on the stand and said that Josh punched him in the face so hard that his pain scale was at a 7. He just fucking lied. He just lied. And that was it. That's all the jury needed to hear. They played the body cam footage. It never happened. But the jury heard that from the cop, and they saw the cop from behind beating the hell out of Josh in his car. Just frickin' wailing on him. And the cop said that Josh punched him in the face. Well, sure, he's going to say that. There's no proof that he did it. And all he's got to do is get up on the stand and say it happened. And that's exactly what he did. And the jury bought every bit of it. That's a jury of your peers. Yeah, so I'm exceptionally pissed off still. But there's nothing I can do. And I can't walk around pissed off all the time. Yeah, stop resisting shit. Yeah, snarky contempt of public. Indeed. Hey, Kimberly. There's another good friend that is on my mind a lot. Kimberly's got a lot going on too. And maybe someday we're going to talk about that. That's pretty heavy stuff. Englewood PD. Yeah. Yeah, they killed her son. Yeah. But it's not my story to tell. Yet. Right, Kim? Right? Yeah, Joy. They were charging him with second-degree felony assault, and they offered the lesser charge of second degree, and that's what the jury found him guilty on. Well, I don't understand. I mean, if he punched him in the face, why'd you find him guilty on second degree? It's because they knew. They knew what they were doing, and so did the frickin' judge. So Josh is lucky he only got a year. And that he didn't go to prison. And then it just so happened that I ran into Austin Morrison the other day. Yeah, I made a video of my interaction with him. We'll play it when we talk about Josh's stuff. Because it's exceptionally profane. And I felt really, really good about it. And I make no apologies. All right, back on it. Movement 5280, please donate if you have not donated. I need everybody in here, please, to donate $1. Please, at least $1. They are feeding people, keeping people warm, offering them fellowship in all kinds of ways at 5280. They do some amazing work over there. All right, Kimberly, we will tell it. We just have to get through some stuff, I know, but yeah, so Josh is he's doing all right. He's got to come out stronger. He doesn't have a choice, and I told him that today. So Josh, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. And all of this because he tried to help another homeless woman get her heat going in her car back in October of last year. And the cops rolled up on him and escalated shit to the umpteenth degree. You are a special breed of evil to do this kind of thing to another person. And they call it law. And Austin Morrison, you little pecker head. Yeah, that's just being too nice. I asked him the other day, you like what you did to this guy? You like it? I hope you get every single thing you have coming to you. And I meant to say times 10. Because, you know, karma is very, very real. And that's justice here on earth, right? Judgment Day is coming. And we will all have to answer, including me. But I've never in my life done to a person the things these mentally ill people, also known as cops, have done to people under the guise of just doing my job. Everybody tells me I'm doing a good job. The justice system would disagree with you. That's what that little bitch told me the other day. Wait till you hear what I told him in response. This is not supposed to be the stream for that. Sorry. I'm just... Yeah. Thanks, good citizen. Well, you know, sometimes it's not enough. So if you have not donated to Movement 5280 tonight, please do so. Their link is pinned in the chat. If you cannot use that donation platform, you can donate to my nonprofit tonight. Every donation tonight will be going directly to Movement 5280. The links for that, I think Irish posted the link tree, which I need to update. Even if you donate to my PayPal that's in that link tree, that will also be going to Movement 5280. So yeah, feel free to do that as well. And Cash App is Dignity Hands, and Venmo is HHFDC, Helping Hands for Dignity Coalition. You'll see the Colorado emblem with the hands holding that. But let's go check things out again. I haven't seen a single cop. They must be really, really busy. that buzzing is driving me nuts. I cannot figure that out. Maybe it's in my ear. I wish I knew where Phil was. I have a feeling that he migrated into Denver's severe weather activation. I was just talking to another caseworker yesterday about Phil and why we can't get his documents. Well, that's certainly going to bring the cops. Interesting. It's a camper on the street by 5280 that somebody just brought over here. I watched them go down the alley. And pull that out of the alley and park it on the street, and there's no vehicle attached to it. That's interesting. Wonder what that was all about. It was a nice vehicle. Nice SUV that pulled this camper out onto the street. Huh. A little bait for calling the cops. Why would somebody do that? And I saw what alley it came out of as well. It's completely hollowed out. There's nothing in it. Interesting. Parked right here in front of this house. Dude, this is not a good idea. Why would you do this? All that's going to do is cause problems for 5280, and that may very well be exactly what they're trying to do. There was a phone number on there, but I don't know. We'll see. But this is the stuff I'm talking about that I'm going to start paying attention to during this severe weather stuff, when this organization is simply trying to operate and help people and save lives while other people have ulterior motives. So it's good to document stuff. Am I right? Yeah, AB, I'm really wondering. You think that's what all that vibration is, Snarky? No, it's a different weird vibration. I don't know. I don't know if it's, I thought it was this phone, but then I thought it was that phone, but then I thought it was my car. So I'm just going to say it's my ear. I don't know what the hell's going on. Aaron, thank you very much for your outreach. To Josh. That is really, really appreciated. And y'all, we are gonna do kind of a letter writing campaign for Josh here when I can sit down and dedicate an entire stream to his situation. It's very sad. Okay, did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Venmo doesn't do alerts. What was that? Right here. Boom. Thank you guys for these donations. Connie, Jared, thank you. Bob. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Jared, you're much appreciated. Thank you. Aaron, thank you. Much appreciated. And please, if you can give to Movement 5280, do that directly through that link that's pinned. Why would you do that? This camper thing. This is not setting well with me. These neighbors are gonna freaking call the cops relentlessly for the next 3 days. That is happening on this phone. Danny, I'm looking at your text. No, they don't. People don't have to have a reservation here. No. I don't know where you're getting that information. Irish, thank you very, very much. And if that's what's being said on a website somewhere else, no. If that's on their website, that doesn't apply to this severe weather activation. So you're hearing that, AB, huh? Yeah. Yeah, these neighbors, they don't, if they see any people around this, that doesn't work for them. They don't like people. They don't need people brought into their neighborhood. Oh, and then their latest thing was, are they within the law for being by a school zone or some crazy stuff that doesn't even apply? I mean, these people are just trying to destroy them. Just absolutely destroy them. There, it did it again. But now it's on that phone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. It's not my ear. No, it's not temperature warnings. Danny, I don't know who you're talking to or what you got going on, but who's they? 5280? And I'm not going to listen to your voicemail right now. And you can't be calling me in the middle of trying to do stuff. Please. I feel like you're trying to complicate what's going on here, and it doesn't need to be more complicated. I don't know who you're calling and why, but people can shelter here at Movement 5280, and they don't need a reservation. And if they need a ride, they're shuttling people right now. No low battery. So we're going to make one more run. We're going to go the other way this time. I don't know, this temperature is holding pretty steady right now. It's about like, it's jumping between 26 and 29 degrees. I mean, that's cold. Don't get me wrong. And frostbite happens at those temperatures. But I think it's going to plummet in the middle of the night. So, what y'all having for dinner tomorrow? We're having turkey and prime rib. I'm excited. My darling, fantastic smoker guy husband is smoking up some prime rib. And I'm really excited for that because he's really good at it. just gonna check a couple areas right here. I'm actually really pleased to see that there aren't a bunch of people out here. That means this severe weather sheltering system in Denver is working. And because it's working, it's probably not going to last, is my guess. We're in Denver right now, by the way. These are some of the areas sometimes that Phil can be found in. I don't know why I can't finish this project. This project that I've started with Phil. We're going on 5 years of this project. There's like some deliberate barrier being set. Everything we try to do for Phil never works out. Nothing ever lines up right. We can't get his documents. I don't get it. It's almost like it's by design. Phil is one very amazing human being. I don't know how he survives what he endures. I mean, he's not infallible, right? I mean, maybe he's a superhero. Phil is one of my more interesting individuals that I've ever spent time with. Phil has extreme mental illness. Extreme. And he talks to the clouds. And it's a very, it's almost a very cathartic thing to watch. And he does this particular chatter thing with his lower jaw that doesn't seem humanly possible to do. And it moves at rapid pace. Like he's talking, like he's chirping something. It's some form of psychosis, is what we call it. Here on Earth is what the professionals call it. But Phil is just a very interesting individual. And he's just peaceful. And he just goes with the flow. So, Now we're back in Englewood. I'm gonna go check one more spot here. Hang with me in the dark. Keeper. Yeah. Where's this at? We have a guy here who will not be housed. Minus 16 right now, and he's outside. Yeah, okay, so they're there, right? And, I mean, what's his story? I mean, is he a cowboy, right? We knew cowboy, he'd stay out here in, 20 below weather. And he would set up his stuff and he'd have it super cozy warm, right? But cowboy knew what cold was and that it was coming, and so he knew what to do. Some people don't know what to do. What happened? Did somebody get in trouble? Howard County tyrant mods make me sick. Good luck, Regan. What does that mean? Look, you guys, I mean, they run the chat. What happened? Uh-oh. What'd you do to him, Snarky? Whatever you do, Howard County, could you please at least just donate to Movement 5280? Please? That's what this was about. Yeah, the buzz. Kelly! I don't know what that buzz is. I have no idea what is going on. Okay, so this is really good. I mean, these plans to get people off the streets are working. So this is good. With no help from the city of Englewood, after they expected Hat Force to shelter people, and you got Movement 5280 doing all the work. And you didn't give them a dime. By the way, city council meeting is Monday in Englewood. So if any of you want to sign up and speak virtually, please do that. I mean, I don't have a link right here handy to give you right off the top of my head. But make some virtual public comment about what you see, about what you know that goes on with how nasty Englewood is. And that the city council majority sits back and allows it. Well, the whole city council allows it. I mean, I very much appreciate members Wright and Russell. But honestly, this city is just a bootlicking hell. And nobody wants to stand up. Nobody wants to go, this is wrong. Everybody just wants to get along. That's why I will not run for, if I run for office and I get elected on my campaign, if I were to, and I'm telling you, as I get a little bit older, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because I can't do this physically forever, right? But I can go stir shit up, and I know how to do it. And I know how to message things. But I'm not going to get anything done. But I am going to message things. And I'll have a microphone. And the next thing you know, I'll be being censored by my fellow elected officials who have decided that Regan doesn't work to get along for meeting goals and operating a city council or whatever it may be with integrity of protecting each other, and we're going to censor her, and we're going to, so that it'll just be a giant distraction, right? Hi, Wilmer. How are you? What am I eating for Thanksgiving? We are doing some prime rib and turkey. Danny, you took hamburger out of the freezer, huh? Put Worcestershire on it to marinate it. That sounds good. Yeah, me and the preacher on the dais. Well, I wouldn't be running for Englewood City Council, trust me. That wouldn't happen. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. All right, just reading through some stuff here. Thank you very much, Snarky. Much appreciated. All right, so there might be some folks. I don't know. Some of these folks don't know what's coming. There's a lot of them that will still tolerate these temperatures that we have right now. I don't know, though. I mean, it is Colorado. It's 26 degrees right now. It could be 55 by 5 a.m. You know, global warming. There's that buzz again. I haven't seen a single Englewood cop. I've been on the major thoroughfares, so it isn't some major accident that they're so busy with. We're so busy. What are you doing? Are you busy getting some backup for your twit Austin Morrison, which by the way I pulled up just driving through Englewood earlier, and I just happened to pull up to a light, and I'm sitting right next to Austin Morrison, that unpredictable mental health patient. They got a few of them in that police department that are right up there with Brian O'Neill. Alright, let's make this loop real quick. Yeah, there were a ton of people out and about on foot earlier. This is good. I have not talked to one person. since I got in the car. That's an interesting setup there. What did I just run over? Damn it. Hey, somebody in there? Knock, knock. Do you know how cold it's gonna get tonight? Do you need some hand warmers? I won't be getting out of the car. And I don't know if there's anybody in there. And if they are, they're not answering me. So they're obviously... If you need some hand warmers, I could give you hand warmers. All right. Hey, somebody in there? Do you need hand warmers? Do you need hand warmers? I really feel like there's somebody in there. And I really feel like it's somebody I know. All right, you don't need anything? All right. That's all you can do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's nobody there. And that they're taking shelter somewhere where they're going to get a Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. Look at the camera system this idiot set up. We're back in Denver, by the way. This is funny. And this dude thought the homeless were the problem, huh? That's interesting. And there aren't any over here. Oh, I tell you, people, they're a trip. You mean it wasn't the homeless breaking into your businesses? And now that the homeless aren't here, you're experiencing more break-ins? Oh my gosh, go figure. Oh, look at all those spotlights on this business now. These idiots, and they were such assholes through COVID when a lot of the folks were set up over here. Huh. Yeah. That's way too deep for me to go hiking into. But there's some folks up there too. Well, that ain't happening. That's funny. Those lights are costing some money to run. This is this industrial area. You've seen lots of videos of us back here. I have lots and lots of videos on my channel of this area. And they blamed everything on the homeless. Everything. Yeah, because the homeless usually post it up right where they would go rob a business. And they'd rob the business and then they'd just hang out with the stuff right there. It was never a case of thieves taking advantage of being opportunistic thieves when they could just go rob a place where some homeless people were set up and boom, they were free and clear because it was the homeless people that did it. Thanks for hanging with me if you're still hanging. It's much appreciated. Just a second, I'm gonna pull and read this real quick. There's that buzzing again. All right, let me check in with chat here. I'm feeling really good about this tonight. Not seeing people out here. Either there was plenty of awareness, or 5280 and the like are doing just that big bang up of a job, making sure people aren't going to freeze out here. So again, the mission tonight and tonight's stream is about donating to 5280. Yeah, Snarky, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's a little after 9 o'clock, so I'm thinking people have ended up where they need to end up. I want to go check out one shelter in Denver right now. It's not too far away, but I want to see what's going on at this shelter location. So hang tight with me for just a minute, and will I figure that out? Here we go. Okay, for those of you that are following and want to understand what goes on in Denver and the Denver Severe Weather Activation System, Denver's activating cold weather shelter from 1 p.m. Wednesday, November 27th to 11 a.m. Monday, December 2nd. Individuals in need of shelter are encouraged to go to front door shelter access points. And this is for the methods they like to use to get people indoors. What is going on? Here we go. Hang on. So, for individual men, it's Denver Rescue Mission, which is down on Lawrence Street. For individual women, Samaritan House on Lawrence Street. And this is in downtown Denver, essentially. For youth, this is another big one that's just come to fruition, is the new Urban Peak building at 1630 South Tacoma, which is actually just not too far from here where I'm at. And families in need of shelter should call the Connection Center. This is another big thing that I kind of would like to understand if it's working or not. The Connection Center, that phone number 303-295-3366. This is all new this year, you guys. Under Johnston's plan, and a lot of hard work by some very dedicated activists and advocates to fight harder for getting people indoors and getting people to realize how much it costs in trauma and medical care for people to be out here with severe frostbite injury. I mean, I think maybe finally some things are coming together on that. So shelter is also available at Stone Creek Shelter, which is formerly, why are we calling this Stone Creek Shelter? The former Best Western Hotel at 4595 Quebec Street, and 2601 West 7th Avenue and 375 South Zuni Street. Denver Parks and Recreation will open all currently operating recreation centers as daytime warming centers during regular business hours on Wednesday, November 27th. Open Denver Public Library locations are also available to the public as indoor reprieve from the cold. Double check library hours in advance. For more information about shelter access, visit denvergov.org/find shelter or text indoors to 67283 for updates. I highly encourage everyone in the Denver metro area or those that are looking to stay informed on where severe weather shelter access points are, send a text to 67283 with the word indoors for updates. Okay? So, we are going to go check out one of these shelters. I'm not going to tell you which one. For those of you that know where I'm at, you know which one I'm going to. And we're just going to see what's going on outside. And if for whatever reason, I don't know, I think I'm all right on battery, but if this stream dies, it's because of my phone. So it's that phone. Thanks for hanging, you guys. What the heck? All right. Okay. Yeah, seriously, hats off to Movement 5280 and them pulling things together like they do. I don't know. There are some very dedicated people in that organization, and they deserve more recognition than they're getting. But that is, of course, not the mission of why good organizations do the work they do. They're good at what they do because they don't expect the recognition, and they always find a way to provide. And that's what's been true about Movement 5280 there in Englewood. And I just want to do the best we can this winter to support them. This is just the beginning. I mean, we're headed into way colder times. Dude, what are you doing? We might have a drunk one in front of us. Starting his Thanksgiving early. So if you are able, please donate to Movement 5280. Huh. Do I know this person? Hey, do you have hand warmers? Do you need hand warmers?
I would love some.
Let me pull over here. Are you going to shelter tonight?
Sorry?
Are you going to shelter tonight?
No, there is no shelter.
Oh, there's shelter tonight. There definitely is. Do you not know where? Oh, you rely on Hat Force? Yeah, well, they're scamming and they're not doing shit. So if you are down in Englewood, you know Movement 5280, right? Okay, that's where you go shelter tonight. If that's your home base, that's where you go. Yeah, Movement 52, you know where they're at, right? Yeah, I'm helping facilitate to make sure that people are getting indoors. So, yes, you can go in there. In fact, I'll let them know you're coming and that you'll be there in like, are you sure? I mean, they probably locked the door, okay, because everybody's been able to just walk in. But if that's where you want to go shelter tonight, because that's home base, I will let them know you're coming. Or you can go to Denver's shelter up here on Zunite. Okay, but you know how cold it's going to get, right? Okay, so, I mean, if you had to shelter with people, Movement 5280 would be the place to do it, right? Why do I just have... Okay, well, these are tow lines. Did you? Where at? Haven of Hope? Oh, really? Where's it at? In Denver? I don't know. They talk about you on the internet? Stay warm. Thank you. Okay, well. He knows where he can go, but he doesn't want to. Because he doesn't trust being with people. And that's their choice. But he's young. He knows how to survive. So he's got a stack of hand and foot warmers and body warmers, so no frostbite. The world's most boring stream. But you never know what can happen in a Regan Benson live stream. Go ahead, dude. You have the right of way. Okay. I'll go. We're taking the scenic route. I'm just really pleased to not see people out here. Well, the closer we get into Denver, closer to downtown, it's warming up. The concrete jungle. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is my hood. I grew up in Denver. I'm almost an inner city child of Denver, Colorado. Yeah, and 5280, you know, keep at it, because I think good things are coming. I really do. I think those neighbors are gonna learn to understand that they're gonna have to accept that you're saving lives. I feel it. It's coming. And so this guy that I just talked to, I don't know if you heard him say that he relies on Hat Force because he can get a room that way. And he doesn't know what's going on with Half Force. He's like, they're not doing anything. There aren't very many people in there. Interesting. Hey, how many people are in there? Are there a lot of people in there? 11? That's it, huh? What's in there? Yeah. Are those cops? That's not private security, those are cops? Oh, Allied. Holy shit. Yeah. Do they just let you in? Gotta check in. Oh, here comes Allied. This will be interesting. He's standing there staring at me. Oh, here he comes. Right on. Right on. This is going to be good. Now he decided he didn't want to engage with me. So apparently there's only about 11 people in there, according to this guy who's standing outside having a smoke. What I would like to know is why there is this fence around this entire building. It's interesting. Okay, well, I like this. So that means not a lot of people are taking shelter. Do they let you come out and smoke whenever you want? Sometimes. Do they lock you in? That you can't even come out and smoke? Oh, you do? Why the hell's this fence here? Why is this fence here? Yeah. They probably don't want to talk to me. Take care. That's funny. So I think this is a third party. Well, it's another nonprofit running it. So, but it's Denver's shelter system. So it's calm and quiet over here. It looks orderly, if you will. And if you're wondering, for those of you that follow, this is District 4. I don't see any cops here, so that's good. They got security trailers and cameras galore. They got shower trailer, bathroom trailer. Well, this is good. I just find it odd that they have the whole thing fenced off like that. What? Huh. Okay. Keeps people in. Oh, Denver. They crack me up. Their infatuation with fencing. And there just aren't a lot of people on foot out here. I'll have to find out what their rules are on pets. Good. That means people have found a place to be. So apparently there's only about 11 people there, according to that guy. Standing outside having a smoke. Let's go this way. haven't been playing with Denver much. It's because they're literally chasing them all over the place, the ones that are still out here. Still no offer of housing for Shannon. She's still out here in her camper. Way to go, Denver. Good job. Not even shelter. The mayor's office told me to kick rocks in helping Phil. Imagine that. They just, I don't know. I just can't deal with evil people anymore. I'm just done. I gotta, like, cut it off somewhere. I gotta cut off Denver and I gotta take on Englewood. That's good. That's a lofty goal. At least the group of advocates in Denver can be a bigger voice. I ain't got shit in Englewood. Their residents don't care. They know they have homeless people. Send them to Denver. That's what we'll do. We'll make sure to send them to Denver. But we'll give our friends money. Like, you know, Hat Force being ran by a retired Englewood cop and his daughter. We'll make sure that they get money because they're really good at what they do. Uh-huh. They're scamming. That's what they're doing. So why don't you go ahead and give the money back now, Hat Force? Better yet, why don't you go ahead and give that money to Movement 5280? Because I'm just really not the person that you want calling out your bullshit. Or maybe I am. Maybe I'm exactly who you want in your shit. Since you decided to take taxpayer money with the verbal promise that you were going to be there to shelter people in severe weather. Let's see. The first severe weather event we had, you were nowhere to be found. The second weather event we have, you've decided that it's not a severe weather event. And you've already collected over $100,000 of taxpayer money. Well, isn't that something? And you got a private nonprofit picking up all your slack. What are we gonna do to get that money over to 5280? Does 5280 even want that money? I don't know. I myself, have my own opinions about that. But I'm not Movement 5280, and I know that money isn't falling from the sky for them. So maybe we better start, I don't know, maybe a public campaign on how to shift those funds as a no strings attached donation to Movement 5280 that's providing severe weather shelter, actual shelter and food and care and all those things that a motel room doesn't provide. So again, the goal is to raise money for 5280 right now. If you have not donated, the link to do so is pinned in the chat. I don't care if it's $1, $2, 5 million. Please, please help Movement 5280. And we'll get a report from them. We're going to gather and have a conversation, me and the directors, and we're going to let folks know what they're about and what their great work has accomplished and what they foresee in the future to be able to shelter people in severe weather events like this, if there isn't the funding to do it. You have no idea how many severe weather events we're going to have in a given night. Oh, look at that. There's a cop. In a night, in a season. I mean, we could have 100 days. That's not sustainable financially for a nonprofit like Movement 5280 that does not get subsidized by the government. So, could there come a time where Movement 5280 has to turn people away? That is a very difficult task and decision to have to make, and I'd like to not have to see Movement 5280 in that position this season. Or ever, really, for that matter. You know, I'm a small operation. It's just me and my car. And a few of my friends. I will probably never look to have a physical location because I'm not going to negotiate with government. And Regan will end up going to jail over that too. And Regan's getting too old to go to jail. And I think her family is probably of the silent opinion that she probably should think about her golden years. And how to live in peace and harmony. Well, I am just really super pleased with, except for that. That's not a good situation. In the corner of Broadway, but I'm not gonna address that one. What's going on in this little area here? Yeah, so anyway, that guy on his bike, I thought I recognized him. I've seen him before. Maybe we just haven't met. But Englewood is his home base. For whatever reason, right? I mean, some of these people are born and raised here. And they are the people that Englewood wants to rid of. Oh, Wow, it's almost 10 o'clock. I didn't realize that. I think I'm probably good for now. I'm going to check one more area. If this stream dies, it's because my phone's dead. I'm not going to hook up a charger. So if for whatever reason it dies, and we haven't said goodbye, I hope you all have a very wonderful and thankful Thanksgiving. And check out my community post today. I thought it was pretty clever. I mean, it's not very original coming from me, but go check out that post about how to give thanks. I like it. I like it a lot. You might too. Yeah, it's really, really very quiet. Thanksgiving Eve. Hey, do you need shelter tonight? Do you know where to go?
I can't use any of the homeless shelters or things, so I'm kind of out here.
Do you know about Movement 5280?
I can't be over there.
How come?
I said 1 foot on there because I put myself in their bags. One several times on multiple occasions. I wake up, they give me my stuff the next day when I leave. When I leave, stuff's missing. I go to talk to them about it, and it's shut up. Oh, calm down. It's like I'm the bad guy for opening up my mouth. So, you know what? I'd rather sleep out here in the cold and take a chance with death than do with those people who are going to steal from me and hurt from me. And there's a protection order against me and my mom and all this other fucked up crap. Every year my life gets worse and worse. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'd rather take my chances with death in winter than fucking any of these places that say they'd help you but don't.
Well, I'm going to give you some hand warmers at least, okay? Okay, so that's probably not going to work out. Okay, but you know how cold it's supposed to get, right? Well, it's going to get wicked cold tonight and tomorrow. So there is shelter available. You can. I just don't want you to have, I don't want you to be out here with frostbite. It's, you've got it in the Denver shelter system. Do you know about the one on Zuna? You can get on light rail and get to it really easy.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so if you were to get on light rail, if I give you a bus pass, get on light rail, take it to the Alameda station. Take the bus up Alameda to Zuna. Can you picture that? Could you do that? Could you get there? Went to the Alameda station, take the bus? Well, if you get to Alameda and Zuna, it's right there, that shelter. And you can walk in there at any time.
Well, most shelters, they sit a bunch of times in a big room and
That's what it is.
I just can't stand being in a bunch of rooms with a bunch of guys. It bothers me.
Well, there's only,
I can't stand that big
from
from
there.
down.
Let me tell you, I just came from there, and there's only 11 people there right now. And they have mats on the floor, yes, but organized. Okay. I've got these little.
The ones I have got holes in them.
Okay. I'm not going to shelter. Okay, well, try to keep track of some of these folks. And this is what worries me, is the middle of the night stuff. Orion O'Brien? This wouldn't be Officer Orion Watts, would it? No, I'm just joking. Yes, please give. Please give to 5280. That is the goal for the rest of the winter season. Aaron, sorry I missed you. Good night. Thank you very much. I know it's getting late for people. I should probably be calling it quits here soon too, but yeah, I'll be out of battery here soon. So at least I'm gonna take a break. And maybe, if I'm awake, we'll make another run out here, but we're gonna finish up one last check-in over here. You know, I don't worry as much about people that are mobile. But if you'll recall, you know, with Robert, and there was a way older guy sitting there at that bus stop with he looked like he might have been waiting for the bus. Still haven't seen a single Englewood cop anywhere. They're so busy tonight. They're just really busy. And in fact, you know, this church that Movement 5280 has, it used to be the Englewood Bible Church. It is really a beautiful, like, iconic piece of Englewood in general, but just of this neighborhood. I just don't know why people are so snarky and nasty about it. They're doing more ministry in this building than has ever been done in this building. Isn't that really the basis of a church? And they do it with non-judgmental openness. And that's what's really amazing about them. It's all quiet here. Nothing's... You wouldn't even know that they've got at least... I know there's at least a dozen or so people down there. I don't even know what the final numbers are. It could be way more. I don't know. But when I left, they had like a dozen. So that's even more than that shelter in Denver. And please tell me, convince me how this isn't simple, compassionate help for people that would otherwise, if you want to talk just about the numbers and not feelings, would just otherwise cost taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical care. You know, we are still a civilized country, and we don't ignore people that need medical care. So tell me how frostbite injury makes sense in comparison to what's going on here. Just simple numbers. We don't have to talk about compassion, nothing. And these people haven't asked for a dime. Well, maybe they have. I don't know. I don't speak for Movement 5280. Everything I've said tonight is what I think I know. I could stand to be corrected. But I've studied. I've listened. I've watched. I've talked to people. I think I have a pretty good grasp what's going on. So, in the bigger picture of giving thanks, this is what it's about. I am thankful for Movement 5280. I am thankful that they have given me the opportunity to at least understand. And from what I can see, they do that with everyone. This is not just me. I'm nobody special. However, this is a privately run nonprofit. And it's funny to me how these other nonprofits that say they're private really keep closed doors on their operations. Well, they're not private. They're the ones that are getting all kinds of subsidies and government funding. So they don't want to be held accountable to that stuff. Just like Hat Force has done. And has dumped all the weight on the people that have the compassion to fulfill the job of what they signed up to do. Money doesn't fall from the sky. And especially for nonprofits like me and Movement 5280. So with that, I just, again, am going to ask, and I'm going to probably spend all of winter asking incessantly for you to give money to Movement 5280. Because that's what needs to happen in the here and now of what's yet to come this winter. Yeah, Snarky, thank you. So many nonprofits are only government by proxy. Definitely. Well, I'm very thankful for everybody that's hung with us tonight. I guess we will say our goodbyes. And for those of you that donated, thank you very, very much. For those of you that have not, please consider doing so if you're able. The link to Movement 5280 is posted at the top of this chat. And after I end this live stream, I will put that in the comments as well. It's important work, and it needs to be done. And with that, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you next time.